Hello and welcome to Big Blue News. I'm your host, Adrian.
And I'm Carlos. Happy Halloween. Also, happy birthday to our very own Tyler Sanders. Now, let's get right into the news.
Finally, after many wonky reschedules, the first X-Bike of the year took place last Friday, October 25th. Featured many interesting acts, such as Andy Pica versus our very own Carlos Rivera in Mario Kart, karaoke with Carlos again, Turtle on a String, and many more. Overall, it was a great first X-Mike. We hope for many more great ones this year.
Massachusetts voters will be deciding whether or not students should be required to pass the MCAS as a high school graduation requirement. A yes vote on question 2 would eliminate the MCAS as a graduation requirement. Doing this will allow all students to graduate with a high school diploma based solely on their academic performance through grades 9 to 12. Voters who want to keep MCAS as a graduation requirement argue that students who don't pass the test are allowed to retake it as many times as they want and have different options to prove that they have acquired the knowledge and skills they need after graduation. Voters who support abolishing the MCAS requirement argue that it will benefit students and teachers because a student's abilities cannot be measured through a test. Also, teachers would be able to educate their students more better.
Voters in Swampscott will be deciding whether or not to adopt a 1.5% CPA surcharge for their community with exemptions for the first $100,000 of residential property. Started in 2000, the Community Preservation Act is available for communities to help preserve open space and historic sites, create community housing, and develop outdoor recreational facilities. 70% of Massachusetts residents live in a CPA community. Over $3.4 billion have been raised to date for statewide funding. Overall, the Community Preservation Coalition can be beneficial to historic town sites. But if you think the extra taxes could be used for something different, then it's not for you. More information can be found at communitypreservation.org.
While the presidential election is raging in the background, a no less important battle for control of the federal legislature is also happening. Currently, the Republicans own the House and Senate by a slim majority. 435 House and 33 Senate seats are being voted on. The contested battleground states are Arizona, Florida, Michigan, Montana, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. If any party can win the legislature, it will be able to push its agenda upon the president. It is also possible that one of the candidates claims foul play, depending on their party winning, to affect the election results. This November is going to be crucial for our nation.
Representative elections are also on the ballot this Tuesday. The candidates for the Massachusetts Senate are Elizabeth Warren on the Democratic side and John Deaton on the Republican side. Since 2015, the candidate running for the House of Representatives in the 6th District has been Seth Moulton unopposed. For local seats, Thomas H. Driscoll, Todd R. Angeli, and Doris V. Rodriguez are the running candidates for the Essex County Clerk of Courts. Terrence W. Kennedy is running for the 6th District Councilor. Lastly, the candidates running for the Register of Deeds in the Essex District are Eileen R. Duff and Jonathan Edward Ring. Be sure to vote in the elections to express your beliefs and be an active part of the community.
On Thursday, October 17th, Swampscott High School class reps were announced. These are the students that have been elected. The class of 2025 reps are Morgan Bilodeau, Leanne Brown, Matea Kaiser, Vienna Nichols, and Joey Pilot. The class of 2026 reps are Ann Lee, Adam Sparaccio, Eliana Young, and Ava Miller. The class of 2027 reps are Caroline Reen, Paul Varvunas, Anthony Kalela, Evelyn Bayer, and Max Asipenko. The class of 2028 reps are Zachary Goldman, Ella Doulette, Sydney Heisenkall, and Brendan Greco. Congratulations to the elected representatives.
On Friday, October 18th, Ms. Collins retired from her position after 10 years of one of the Swampscott High School administrative assistants. We miss Ms. Collins' a safe and happy retirement. Replacing her is Ms. Maloney, and today our own DeVete will be interviewing her at the main office.
Hello, I'm David. I'm here with Ms. Maloney. Hi, Ms. Maloney. How are you doing today?
Wonderful. I'm having fun with Halloween.
That's great. We want to ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind. Our first question is, how's your transition into the Swampscott High School system going right now?
Wonderful. Everybody's been so welcoming and informative, helping me to learn the different software and, you know, all the different teachers and students as they come in. So it's been very, very good.
Interesting. And what kind of experience did you have before SHS?
I've always worked in the school system, so I've worked in a couple of different high schools. One was like 2,500 students, so much larger than what you have here. And I've also worked in a preschool, so I've gone from one range all the way to the other.
Okay, that's fascinating. And last question before we leave. What kind of expectations do you have from Swampscott High School?
Well, I hope to stay here and enjoy my job. I see that it wonderful opportunity for the students. I actually got to witness one of the X Blocks open mic, is it called? X Mic, which was amazing. And I just love all the different opportunities the students have. And they've all been very kind and friendly. And for me, myself, I have wonderful expectations that I will enjoy my job every day when I come. I look forward to it. Let's say that.
That's great. We will also look forward to having you as in our office. Anyways, that's it with Ms. Maloney. Back to you, Carlos.
This past weekend, a large brush fire erupted off Highland Avenue between Kane Road and Old Village Drive in Salem and caused a huge amount of smoke to spread throughout neighboring cities, including Swampscott. A second brush fire erupted early Tuesday morning, causing even more smoke to be present in the air, creating potentially hazardous conditions, especially for people who have asthma or similar conditions that could cause illness or shortness of breath. The Salem Fire Department, along with the National Guard, are working closely to address the issue. Massachusetts is experiencing abnormally dry conditions, increasing the potential for fires, according to the department. More information about this story can be found on the Swampscott Patch website. Please try to stay indoors as much as possible during this time. Stay safe.
Now we cut to the sports desk with
The Big Blue girls soccer team took on Bishop Fenwick on Monday, and after Bishop Fenwick scored the first goal of the game at around the 70th minute to take the lead 1-0, it looked like it was over for the Big Blue. However, Big Blue had one last chance in the 72nd minute thanks to a corner kick won by Big Blue, which led to a goal from number 13 Lila Rogers. The Big Blue, who have had great success with corner kicks this game, got the goal and the game ended in a tie, 1-1. The Big Blue boys soccer team just capped off their season yesterday and currently stand at 9-5-5 after they tied St. Mary's 0-0 this past Monday. They also took on Hamilton Wenham on Tuesday and won 2-0. Lastly, they faced Lynn Classical yesterday and won the game 2-0. We wish the boys good luck heading into the playoffs. The field hockey team stands at 6-9-2. They took on Peabody Tuesday, where they won 3-0, and they take on Bishop Fenwick today at home at 4:30. The Big Blue volleyball team stands at 13-7. They lost to Chelsea on Tuesday, 3-0. They took on Marblehead Thursday, where they lost 3-0 again. They have qualified for a play-in game. The tournament bracket will be released today at 1 o'clock. The Big Blue football team stands at 5-2, beating Saugus last Friday with a clean sweep, 56-0, at the last home game of the regular season. They take on Salem tomorrow away at Bertram Field at 6:30 p.m., hoping to continue their 3-game win streak. Now we will cut to a highlight reel from their last game against Saugus.
Bush running inside and touchdown, Swampscott. Ace formation looking for a deep pass. Looks for Joe Marino. Oh, pitch play to Henry Beitler, which is touchdown! Henry Beitler, what a play. A hook and ladder play. Joe Marino to Henry Beitler for the Big Blue touch. Could see it be a big pass here from Bombarda. And here he is, looks to pass. Wide open, Nikhila Davis goes. He has green grass ahead of him. And it is a touchdown, Nikhila Davis. Here is Bombarda. Another handoff to O'Keefe. He has blockers. Out in front. And he's going. And it's a touchdown. Jamison O'Keefe, number 33. And that is his first touchdown.
That's it for the sports. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you so much, Paul, and also thank you for joining us on this episode of Big Blue News.
Tune in next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and happy Halloween.